Ladies and gentlemen, oh, they thought they could just throw dirt on your name and walk away, didn't they? They thought they could spin their little stories, twist the truth, paint themselves as the victims, and leave you buried beneath the weight of their lies. But here's the thing. They didn't account for one crucial fact. They didn't know the strength in your silence. They underestimated your resilience and overestimated their ability to tear you down. They built their empire of deceit on a foundation of manipulation, but what they failed to realize is that lies are always temporary. Truth, no matter how long it takes, always rises to the surface. They thought they could break you, bend you, distort your reality and turn the world against you. They thought they could make you small, make you cower, make you feel small in a world full of giants. They were wrong. All their efforts, all their scheming, every word they whispered into the ears of others, they thought it would stick, that the mud they threw at you would stick to your character, to your soul, to your future. But instead, it only stained them. It only left them in the quicksand of their own lies. You see, the Narcs, they thought they could ruin you. They thought they could destroy your reputation, twist the way the world saw you, and shatter your identity. But while they played their games, while they spun their webs of deceit, you were quietly watching. You were observing how they contorted the truth to fit their narrative, how they manipulated the facts to make themselves seem superior, how they tried to poison your image with every malicious word they spread. They thought they had power over you, but what they didn't realize is that the real power lies in the truth. And the truth doesn't need to shout to be heard. It doesn't need to fight to be seen. The truth simply is, and no matter how hard they try to bury it, the truth will always find its way to the surface. It's a cruel and empty thing they've done to you. They poisoned your relationships, spread false rumors, and made people question who you are. But let me tell you something. They've dug their own grave in the process, because lies have no foundation to stand on. Lies are like shadows. They disappear in the light of truth. And as time passes, as the dust settles, people will begin to see the truth for what it is. They will see the manipulation, the deceit, the cruelty that was hidden behind those pretty smiles and smooth words. The narcissists who tried to ruin you, who tried to dirty your name, they're the ones who will be left exposed. They will be left with nothing but their own lies, drowning in the very falsehoods they created. You might have felt the weight of their words, the sting of their betrayal, and the sharpness of their false accusations. But let me remind you that the power of a lie is in its ability to make you question your worth. It makes you doubt yourself, makes you second guess who you are and what you stand for. But in reality, their lies were nothing but a reflection of their own insecurities, their own need for control. They had to tear you down to feel better about themselves. They had to manipulate, distort, and twist the truth to maintain their fragile egos. But in the end, the world will see them for what they truly are. And when that day comes, when their web of lies begins to unravel, they will have nowhere to hide. What you need to understand, what you need to take with you as you walk this journey, is that their attacks on your name, on your character, were never about you. No, it was always about them. It was always about their need to control, to dominate, to make you feel small so they could feel big. But you were never small. You were never weak. You are a force to be reckoned with, and their lies, their manipulations, their schemes, they are nothing but a reflection of their weakness. They will never have the strength to destroy you, no matter how hard they try. They will never have the power to take away your peace, your dignity, your truth. The only thing they've done is expose themselves for the frauds they are. So let them drown in their lies. Let them choke on their own deceit. Let them fall deeper into the pit they've dug for themselves. Because when they do, when the world finally sees them for what they truly are, it will be too late. They will have no one left to blame but themselves. They will have no one left to turn to. And in the end, they will realize the cost of their actions. They will realize that the very thing they thought would destroy you was the thing that ended up destroying them. You've been through the storm. You've weathered the storm. You've been tested, pushed to your limits, and you've come out stronger on the other side. Those who tried to break you, to tear you down, to strip away your dignity, they underestimated you. They thought they could crush your spirit, but all they did was make it stronger. They thought they could drown you in a sea of lies, but all they did was make you rise above the waves, stand tall, and claim your truth. They thought they could erase you, but all they did was remind you of the power you hold. And now, they are left in the dust, choking on the very lies they used to try to bury you. You see, people who manipulate, who deceive, who lie, they are weak, they are fragile, and deep down, they know it. They know that the only way they can maintain any sense of control is by tearing others down, by poisoning the minds of others with lies and half-truths. But here's the thing. Lies only work for so long. The truth has a way of coming to light, no matter how hard they try to hide it. And when it does, when the truth finally emerges, it will shine brighter than any lie ever could. You, my friend, have nothing to fear. The lies they spread, the rumors they've planted, they are nothing but smoke and mirrors. They are distractions. They are feeble attempts to shift the focus from their own failures and insecurities. But you are the one who will stand tall when the dust settles. You are the one who will be remembered for your strength, for your resilience, for your unwavering commitment to the truth. So let them play their games. Let them lie. Let them scheme. But understand this, every lie they tell, every attempt to drag your name through the mud, only digs them deeper into a hole they can't escape from. They are running out of people to deceive, running out of places to hide. And the day will come when they are left standing alone, exposed for who they truly are. The day will come when they will realize that the very people they manipulated, the very people they lied to, will see them for the frauds they are. And in that moment, when their lies crumble and their truth is exposed, they will realize that they've lost everything. Because lies are always temporary, but truth is forever. You've already won. The battle was never about what they tried to take from you. It was about what you knew you had within you all along. The strength to stand tall, the courage to face the storm, the wisdom to know that the lies of others don't define who you are. You are the truth, and no matter how much they try to twist, bend, or break that truth, it will always remain. And as they drown in their own lies, you will rise above it all. You will emerge stronger, unscathed, and victorious. They thought their lies would be the hammer that would break you, but instead, those lies have become the very fuel that will propel you forward. Do you feel that within you? That fire, that unwavering certainty? That's your truth, your inner strength, your resilience. You have been forged in the heat of their deceit and cruelty, and it has only sharpened you. You are no longer the person you were when they first set their sights on you. You've evolved, transformed, and now you stand at the pinnacle of your own power. Their attempts to bring you down, to strip you of your dignity and your peace, have only served to reveal to you the depths of your own courage. You've seen the ugliness they've tried to paint you with. You've witnessed the shadows they cast upon your name, the whispers they spread behind your back, the smears they laid out to try to tarnish everything you've worked so hard to build. But in the end, it was never about you. It was about them and their desperate need to feel superior. They had to destroy what was pure, what was good, what was real, because the truth of your existence threatened the fragile illusion they had created for themselves. They had to bring you down, diminish you, so they could feel powerful. But what they didn't realize is that the more they tried to attack you, the more they exposed themselves for the hollow, empty beings that they are. Their lies have no power over you, not anymore. Not after all that you've been through. Every attack, every deceitful word, every underhanded tactic they've used to try to undermine you has been absorbed by your spirit, only to be transmuted into strength. You're stronger than you've ever been, because what they didn't understand is that you are a force of nature. You are not easily broken. You are not easily swayed. And no matter how many lies they throw at you, they will never be able to erase the truth of who you are. When they tried to tear down your reputation, they failed to account for one simple truth. Reputation is not built by the opinions of others, but by the actions you take, the way you carry yourself, and the integrity you hold. No amount of lies can take away the years of work, the countless hours of effort, the dedication you've poured into your life. The good you've done will always shine brighter than their attempts to dim your light. The truth you carry within you will always be louder than the lies they shout into the world. As you stand here today, let me remind you of one thing. You were never meant to be a victim. You were never meant to let the actions of others define who you are. No matter how many times they tried to paint you as something you're not, no matter how many times they tried to twist your story, your truth remained unshakable. They tried to take you down with their poison, but all they did was feed you the strength you needed to rise above them. Now, as they watch you soar, they will realize that their deceit was not only futile, but it was the catalyst for your transformation. Their lies were never about you. They were always about their own insecurities. The narcissists, the manipulators, the deceivers, they are not strong. They are fragile. They are not whole. They are broken people trying to cover up their wounds by hurting others. But you are whole. You are solid. And no amount of deception can crack that foundation. Their false narratives were meant to break you, to shake you, to make you question your worth. But instead, they've only revealed their own weakness. They cannot even bear the weight of their lies, and soon they will be buried beneath them. Their false personas, their masks, will slip. And when they do, everyone will see them for what they truly are. Hollow shells, hiding behind a facade of power they never had. Do not, for one moment, feel sorry for them. They thought they were playing a game. They thought they could manipulate, deceive, and control. They thought they could pull the strings and make you dance to their tune. But they never understood the truth of your spirit. They never understood that you are not a puppet to be controlled. You are not a pawn in their game. You are a warrior. You are a force. And when they attacked, you only became stronger. You've seen the manipulation. You've seen how they twist the truth to suit their narrative. You've seen how they slander, how they lie, how they try to turn others against you. But you've also seen how the truth, in all its simplicity, has been your greatest ally. No matter how much they tried to distort it, no matter how much they tried to hide it, the truth has a way of cutting through the lies. And as their lies begin to crumble, as the world begins to see them for who they truly are, you will stand tall. You will stand proud. Because you know, deep in your heart, that nothing they did to you could ever change the essence of who you are. They thought they could destroy you by attacking your character. But what they didn't realize is that character is not something that can be taken away. It's not something that can be stolen. Your character is built over time, shaped by your experiences, your choices, your integrity. It's something no one can touch, no matter how hard they try. They can try to tear you down, but they will never have the power to erase who you are. And as they continue to drown in their lies, you will rise. You will rise above the muck and the mire of their deceit, and you will emerge victorious. Because the truth will always set you free. The truth has a way of illuminating the darkest corners, of exposing the lies for what they are. And when that happens, when the lies finally crumble, you will be standing at the top, looking down on those who tried to break you. So what's next? What happens now that you know the truth of who you are? Now that you understand the power you hold within you? Now that you've learned to let go of their lies, to stop internalizing their attacks, and to stand firm in your own worth? Now is the time to move forward. Now is the time to take the lessons you've learned from this experience and use them to fuel your growth. Now is the time to embrace your power fully, to step into the person you were always meant to be. You see, this whole journey was not just about surviving their lies, it was about thriving despite them. It was about discovering your inner strength, your resilience, your capacity to stand tall in the face of adversity. And now that you've emerged from the storm, now that you've weathered the worst they could throw at you, nothing can stop you. The world is yours for the taking. The lies they told, the manipulation they tried to inflict upon you, it was never about you. It was always about them. And now, they are left to face the consequences of their actions. They will never understand the depth of the damage they've done to themselves. They will never understand how their lies have led them to a place of isolation where their masks are slipping and their true nature is being exposed for all to see. They are drowning in the very lies they told, and there is no escape for them. The walls are closing in, and soon the truth will emerge in all its glory. And when that truth finally comes to light, when the world sees them for who they truly are, you will be there, strong, unshaken, and victorious. You will stand as a testament to the power of truth, to the strength of character, to the resilience of the human spirit. Because while they tried to bring you down with their lies, you rose above it all. And in the end, it is not their lies that will define you. It is your truth that will carry you forward. And that truth will carry you to places they can only dream of. They can only dream of what you are about to achieve. The world they thought they controlled, the people they thought they manipulated, the lies they spun around your name, those are just fleeting moments in time. The future you are stepping into is something they will never be able to grasp. Every single step they took to try to diminish you, every malicious attempt to tarnish your reputation, will now seem like a futile, senseless effort in comparison to the greatness that lies ahead of you. Their intentions were always clear. They tried to plant seeds of doubt, sow confusion, and manipulate the perception of those around you. They made you the villain in their stories, attempting to turn your life into a narrative that suited their needs. They worked tirelessly to make you feel isolated, to convince you that you were alone in your struggle, and to convince others that you were the problem. But they were never the authors of your story. You were. And no matter how much they tried to rewrite your truth, the ink was already dry on the pages. They had no control over you. They had no influence over your destiny. They were simply playing in the background, unaware that they were merely pawns in a much larger game, one that would ultimately prove that you, and only you, have the power to define your future. This game was never about them, though they tried to make it about themselves. They were just distractions, obstacles to overcome, tests of your will. They wanted you to believe that their lies could break you, that their manipulation could crush your spirit. But what they failed to see is that every lie they told, every attack they made, only forged you into someone stronger. They never understood the depths of your inner power. They never understood that you are not like them, that you do not operate in the same realm of falsehoods and deceit. You are rooted in truth, and the truth is like a river. It might be momentarily obstructed, but it will always find its way to the ocean. The people they tried to turn against you, they will see the truth too. The ones they poisoned with their lies will begin to notice the cracks in their story. Lies can only hold so much weight. Eventually, they begin to crumble under the pressure of time and reality. And when they do, those who believed their false narrative will be left standing in a place of confusion. They'll begin to question what they were told, and they'll wonder how they could have fallen for it. And when they do, when they finally realize the truth, they will look to you, not with judgment or skepticism, but with admiration, respect, and a deeper understanding of who you truly are. People may have believed their lies at first. They may have fallen for the charm and manipulation, the sly words and calculated stories. But in the end, it is your actions, your character, your authenticity, and your integrity that will shine through. These are the things that cannot be faked. These are the things that define you. And these are the things that people will come to realize were true all along. They will look back at the moments they doubted you, the times they sided with those who tried to destroy you, and they will feel a deep sense of regret. But instead of staying in the past, instead of holding grudges, you will rise above it. You will keep moving forward, knowing that the truth will always find a way to emerge, no matter how long it takes. The narrative they tried to spin will soon become nothing more than a distant memory, a misguided attempt to rewrite the past. They may have tried to control the narrative, but in the end, the truth writes its own story. It doesn't need embellishments or manipulation. It simply is. And that is something they will never understand. They will never understand the power of truth because they are too busy living in a world of deception. They've created their own prison, and now they are trapped within the walls of their own lies. The more they try to cover up their deceit, the more the truth will seep through the cracks. And when it finally bursts through, there will be nowhere for them to hide. You, on the other hand, are already free. You have been liberated by your own truth. The truth that they tried so desperately to suppress, the truth that they tried to distort and bury, is now your strength. It has become the foundation of everything you do, and it is the very thing that will carry you to success. It will carry you to new heights, to new opportunities, to places they can only dream of. Because, unlike them, you don't need to manipulate to get ahead. You don't need to deceive to make progress. All you need is your own integrity, your own will, and your unshakable belief in yourself. And as you move forward, as you rise from the ashes of their lies, you will realize that their attempts to destroy you were nothing more than the spark that ignited your fire. They thought they could burn you to the ground, but instead, they lit a fire inside you that cannot be extinguished. Their false accusations, their cruel words, their calculated attacks, they only served to fan the flames of your ambition, your purpose, and your drive. They thought they were taking away your strength, but in reality, they were giving you the fuel to burn brighter than ever before. It's important to recognize, as you move forward, that the journey they tried to drag you through wasn't just a test of your strength. It was a lesson in resilience, in patience, and in self-belief. It taught you that the world can be filled with people who will try to deceive, manipulate, and destroy. But it also taught you that your strength is not in the absence of struggle, but in your ability to rise above it. And as you rise, you will continue to become more than you ever thought possible. You will accomplish more than they ever believed you could. And when they look back at the wreckage of their lives, they will see you standing tall, unbroken, and victorious. They will see you as the person they always knew you were deep down, a force to be reckoned with, a warrior who never lost their way. Their lies will not follow you. Their manipulations will not haunt you. The slanders they spread, the cruelty they inflicted upon you, will eventually fade into the background. The world is constantly moving forward, and so are you. What's ahead of you is brighter than anything they could ever imagine. Their small minds couldn't fathom the heights you're about to reach. They couldn't imagine the impact you're about to make. They couldn't dream of the future you're about to build. They're stuck in their own web of lies, trapped in a narrative they can never escape. But you are free. You are moving forward. And with every step you take, with every action you make, you are creating a future that is brighter, stronger, and more successful than anything they could ever imagine. They can only dream of what's to come for you. And as they continue to drown in their own deceit, you will be soaring above them, writing your own story and living a life that they can only dream of. Because the truth, your truth, will always lead you to where you are meant to be, at the top, victorious and unshaken. In the end, their lies were never your burden to carry. They tried to destroy you, but all they did was reveal the strength within you that they could never comprehend. As they drown in their deceit, you rise, stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever. Your truth, your integrity, and your resilience will guide you to heights they could only dream of. You've already won. The future is yours, and nothing can stop you now. Keep moving forward, because your victory is inevitable.